everybody. I'm Sophia Parola with the Garden State Film Festival, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing the people behind the making of the TV show Together Apart. We have the pilot submitted into the Garden State Film Festival. Congratulations, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so wonderful having you guys here. I'd love to have everyone introduce themselves and say their title in this series. Do you want to start us off, Dave?
Hi, my name is Dave Maulbeck. I am one of the writers, the director, and the creator of the show, one of the creators of the show.
Hi, and I'm Jeff Ertz, and I'm also one of the creators of the show and helped sort of put all the pieces together during the pandemic times.
And I'm David Lee White, and I am one of the writers on the show.
Hi, I'm Laura Ekstrand. I'm one of the producers, and I'm also one of the actors on the show.
Awesome. Thank you all again for everyone coming together, no pun intended, to do this interview. Dave, I know you, whoever, Dave or Jeff, as the creators, if either of you want to take us in a little synopsis about Together Apart for everyone who's watching.
Sure. Together Apart is kind of the concept of what life, if life was just a constant Zoom call, what would it become? And it was sort of created. We're a theater company, is kind of how we came together for years. And then the pandemic, we couldn't make theater in a traditional way. And I have some production experience, which is how I know Jeff. And I kind of said, it's Jeff, like, how can we got to do something with theater? What can we do? And Jeff, who has a lot more production experience, he kind of helped generate this like very, awesome and like out there concept of like having these little people inside TV screens, walking around this imaginary house. And it was, it was just such a creative idea when we I brought it to Laura and David, and we kind of went forward from there. Jeff can probably speak to some of his how it came into his mind and the technology aspects.
I would love to hear that next, but awesome hearing you guys are a theater company and you like adapted with what was going on with the environment, because that's what true artists do. I love to hear that. Jeff, how did we put together this series?
Well, it's through a lot of trial and error. I mean, it's like kind of like finding like what kind of crayons do you have laying around the house and what colors can you make. So we during the when we first went to the pandemic, I work in New York, and we had to figure out a lot of different ways to do remote production. So there was I was already doing a lot of trial and error, building camera kits and stuff, and so when Dave and I started talking about this, because every once in a while we just like to work together on a project, and with the theater company sort of being like wondering what to do, we're like, wow, this is a whole bunch of great actors, and we can let's try to figure out something, and so I use a lot of different software tools to kind of get everybody to get together on camera in a group, kind of like Zoom. And that's where we recorded everything from everybody's individual homes, just like they were on Zoom. And then we took their heads and put them inside the TVs.
Wow. Amazing concept. And Laura, I'm so happy that you are here, because not only did you produce on this, but you played Mrs. Garrett, which was so amazing. I mean, I think it explains why the acting in this show was just so grand and big and honest and performative, because you all are theater actors. I have huge respect for theater actors. Laura, tell me, what was it like acting on Together Apart?
It was lots of fun and also very strange. One of the first conversations I had with Dave was like, what are the rules? Do we have hands? Can we touch ourselves? I mean, things like that we had to get straightened out. And but we're all in our individual homes, of course, and we were playing with things like, where's our focus? Where are we looking? Where's everybody else? So all of those things were very specific to this project. But I think the fun part about theater actors is they're game for just about anything. So if you say, hey, you're falling down a well, or, whatever the thing is happening, they're like, okay. So, the actors were really ready to play, and that I think comes across in the series.
It absolutely does. What was this rehearsal process like? Anyone who wants to chime in, like, did we have rehearsal? Did you just get the script and throw on Zoom and it just happened? Like, how did this process go?
We did one rehearsal the night before, and then it was all filmed in one marathon weekend. We filmed all 6 episodes.
Oh, wow.
In one, in 1 week it was like 2 8-hour days on Zoom, it wasn't on Zoom, but a very similar kind of experience. So yeah, I mean, by the end, definitely you're a little brain fried after watching these little boxes for 16 hours over a weekend. But yeah, just through incredible focus on the part of the actors and Jeff, who was really managing all these remote cameras and studios and things. That as a director, and then and also me and David Lee White wrote this series together. So in a lot of ways, I feel like we just sort of handed it to the actors and did kind of let them just bring it all to life.
Wow. David, can you talk to me about writing, especially collaborating? I mean, writing, I can't imagine collaborating with someone else. Is it easy? Do we butt heads? Like, how was writing this series?
Not with this. Well, and when you do butt heads with Dave, great things happen. So that's okay. Yeah, it's, it was kind of a hoot because we really did sit there and think, so, well, first of all, he said, there's TVs for heads. And I thought, I'm in. And then he said, look, let's say we're creating a sitcom and it's 1975. What are the 6 plot lines that we're going to use? If we could choose 6, and so we were like, okay, a baby being born in an elevator, it's rent day, as many as we could kind of come up with. And so that was, I've always kind of secretly wanted to be a sitcom writer in 1975. So this was perfect.
Oh, that is so amazing. So, how did these elements come together? Was it writing the script, filming, and then we thought of these visual aspects, or you guys knew exactly what was going to happen or what was going to look like while you were writing?
I feel like Dave knew.
Sort of. When Jeff kind of, me and Jeff sort of came up with this, this very broad concept, and then David, I kind of made some concept art, and then through our theater company, we have an amazing partnership with a graphic designer and visual artist who stepped in, and Yolanda, and she just really she created just an entire world. It was amazing, and she just did it all from the scripts, and it was. But yeah, this it's all of the visuals as far as the little TVs and the backgrounds is all created by her.
Wow. And she did that after she got the script. So, but knew what she was going after. It was kind of.
Yeah. I mean, we gave her. I gave her some direction. I kind of told her, it's set in it's sort of set in the Brady Bunch household, kind of, or it's set in Laverne and Shirley. It should look, surreal and kind of heightened, but and also animated. And I mean, Laura, how long has she's been a partner of the theater company for I don't know, a very long time.
I think it's 8 years. 8
Wow.
years. She does all our design, and she's also, as Dave said, she's also a fine artist, and she illustrates books. So you say to her, here's this fun idea. She's like, I'm good, and she went.
Wow.
And she, took it from there. And I think the things that she did are amazing. And she gave Dave the tools back that allowed him to animate the backgrounds.
That's just so amazing. So, I mean, congratulations. It sounds like a wonderful collaboration, and it makes sense that you all work together in the theater company and are great artists to begin with, but also are familiar with the way everyone works. So I love to hear that. What is the hope for this series? You guys said you wrote these 6 episodes. You have it at the Garden State Film Festival, which I'm gonna ask that next, but where is like the top streaming network or area that you'd like to put this series?
I mean, a part of like why we made it is as a theater company, we have a following, an audience following in here in New Jersey. We're based in Summit, New Jersey, which is where our theater is. So part of it, we created it for our audience that we hadn't seen in over a year. So some of it was made for them. It's available on YouTube. It's sort of out there for the world. All 6 episodes are up. And we've talked about a season 2. We're talking about maybe bringing this team back together to work on a feature film. So I think kind of season 1 for us. It's out there, and we got great feedback from our usual suspect fans. Everyone, all of our theater goers really enjoyed all the performances and seeing all their favorite theater company members. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, I love that. Mm-hmm. And so you're from Jersey, which I love to hear. Love my filmmakers from Jersey and artists. Is that what you guys submitted to the Garden State Film Festival? Is that how we heard about the festival?
Yeah, after we had finished the series and it had been on YouTube, I kind of thought, well, now what? How do we get the word out about this? How do we take the next step with it? And Garden State Film Festival seemed like the right place because here we all are. It's our home state. And and we really feel like this is new to us. This genre is really new to us, and we thought we could learn a lot actually by participating in a film festival like this, just seeing what else is out there, seeing maybe we can do next. So that's a big part of it for us.
I love that. What are we hoping the audiences at the Garden State Film Festival get out of watching your series?
I think David Lee White should feel that question.
Oh, deep depression. I want them to feel. I want them to feel a sense of longing. No, it's a hoot. It's a funny thing, and it's freaking weird and strange, but in all these really wonderful, hilarious ways. And it kind of has you look at it and you see people with TVs for heads moving around in the world like it's normal, and you kind of go, yeah, I did that. For like 2 years, I did that, so it has that kind of sense of familiarity about it too.
Yes, I love that. Weird and strange, but fun and relatable, which is like kind of the times we're living in right now. So It's really a wonderful series. Congratulations on this wonderful collaboration. Very, very unique and different series. I'm so excited for the Garden State Film Festival to have this year lineup. At the 20th anniversary, it's amazing. So Thank you guys all so much. Let me tell everyone how they could watch together the episode Rent Day. It will be playing at the Berkeley Hotel in the Continental Room, Sunday, March 27th in the film block, 11:40 a.m. to 2 p.m. So check it out. I hope you all will be there. And great. We'll have a wonderful crowd.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe. Best of luck.